Hi, I'm Dr. Joel Cohen at About Skin Dermatology and Aesthetics in metropolitan Denver, the world's leading clinic. Today I want to talk to you about sun damage. What is sun damage? Sun damage is the result of cumulative sun exposure over time. So with sun exposure, we see changes in the skin. We can see areas of pigmentation and freckles and larger brown spots. We can see dissolving some collagen and really resulting in repositioning of fat pads and laxity and jowling. You can see etched lines and wrinkles, and then people who have sun damage usually have a lot of dullness and roughness to the skin, such that with light exposure, it's really not reflecting back. There's very little luminosity to the skin. There's always a lot of confusion about the different types of rays from sun exposure. So first of all, UVB are wavelengths from 290 to 320 nanometers, and this is protected by SPF. So SPF is really something that helps prevent sunburns. When we're talking about UVA, that's from 320 to 400. So the longer wavelengths penetrate deeper. So when penetration is deeper, it creates pigment, it creates some of the collagen loss and degradation of collagen in the skin. So that creates laxity. And beyond 400, you get to an area where there's visible light. So visible light is something where it passes through windows and skylights. It passes through moon roofs, and in addition, it's often in bright indoor lights and from screen exposure, and that can lead to pigmentation as well. Let's talk about prevention. So first of all, wear sunscreen. Secondly, wear sunscreen with the right ingredients. Third is reapply sunscreen at minimum every 2 hours or more frequently if you're swimming and sweating or toweling off. So what are the right ingredients? So everybody's focused on SPF and people want to use higher SPF. And that really is the protection against UVB, what causes sunburns. But we're also worried about UVA and visible light. So we're worried about these longer wavelengths that penetrate deeper, that lead to pigment, that lead to lines and laxity because it degrades collagen. So I really first emphasize that zinc and titanium are mineral sunscreens. Mineral sunscreens are regarded by the FDA as GRAS, which stands for generally regarded as safe and effective. So when you apply it and you reapply it, there's very little absorption. There's not the concern of some of these ingredients getting into the bloodstream. When it comes to some of the chemical ingredients, it's not known to be problematic for most of these. It's just that when you continue to reapply them, the serum levels of these products are higher than originally thought, and there were some recent studies to show that. So we really emphasize mineral sunscreens because they also provide broader spectrum coverage. So they cover from the UVB range to all the way out to through the UVA range. First of all, as a dermatologist who specializes in aesthetic dermatology, but also has treated a lot of skin cancer over the years, sunscreen and sun protection is absolutely important. And we need to convey this to our kids as well. I'm married to a pediatrician, I have 3 kids, and I have a family history of all 3 types of skin cancer: basal cell, squamous cell, and melanoma. So early exposure to sun safety is very important. We want to have our kids use sunscreen, reapply sunscreen, wear a hat, and we as parents need to set the example for them. On the subject of hats, I have a collection of baseball caps. When I'm not at work, I'm usually wearing a baseball cap, but when I'm hiking and I'm outdoors at the beach or the pool, I am wearing a wide brim hat with a strap, and I make sure that that hat says UPF, which stands for ultraviolet protection factor. Typically it's around 50. So being a laser surgeon and seeing patients for heavy laser resurfacing, we're always worried about sun exposure after the resurfacing during that healing process when they're still red, because even small amounts of sun exposure can actually lead to what we call hyperpigmentation. I think it's really important to convey to patients that ultraviolet protection factor is key. So recently I saw a patient who came in with her hat at one of her follow-up visits, and I looked at her hat and I said, first, it doesn't say UPF in the hat. And secondly, when you lift the hat up to the light, you can see right through the material. It's not a tight weave. So if she would have worn that hat, she probably would have gotten significant sun exposure and maybe that dreaded hyperpigmentation. In addition, There's a study that I did a Consumer Reports magazine article on where it really showed that many people don't realize that some of the umbrella material is not ultraviolet protective. So when you sit under an umbrella, particularly a lighter umbrella that might be white or cream or light gray, it really doesn't offer that much sun protection. So it's important to wear the hat and also wear sunscreen because there's a lot of reflection off the ground, off cement and soil and sand and water and snow. So these are things to think about because that leads to cumulative sun exposure. In short, sun protection is really important. We want people to wear a hat. We want them to use sunscreen. We want them to choose sunscreens with the right ingredients like zinc or titanium. Definitely reapply every couple of hours, especially if you're swimming or sweating or toweling off. And then get your skin checked with a board-certified dermatologist at least once a year, and then look at your own skin once a month and look for anything that's new, changing, getting larger, darker, crusted, or scabbed. So be very attuned to what's going on with your own skin. To learn more about sun damage and ways to treat it, visit worldsleadingclinics.com.